What's up YouTube, this is DJ Skandalous and this is vlog number 5. For this vlog I wanted to do a very different type of vlog. I wanted to go over some of the common misconceptions about Tupac on YouTube. Now if you're a hardcore fan, you probably already know about all these misconceptions, but if you're a newer fan or if you're just coming across his music on YouTube, I think this vlog will be very special and very good for you to learn about his life and some of the things that are often overlooked or often, basically pretty much bullshit on the internet. Before this vlog, I wanted to just give a shout out to my website, that's 2paclegacy.net. Now, if you use that website, there is going to be a forum tab on there, but you can also use 2paclegacyboard.net now as a new URL to our forum related website. We have over 500, 600 members there, and you can engage in various topics about Tupac, about his life, about his music. You can read about his unreleased songs. You can even hear remixes on there from various DJs. Also, I just released my new merchandise line. As you see underneath this video, there probably is some pictures of some shirts there. And the recent one I have on there is built for this t-shirt. Now I'm going to have some other ones such as Can't Be Touched, but for now that's what I'm offering right now on my YouTube. Alright, for vlog number 5, Tupac, some of the most common misconceptions. Misconception number 1 is that Tupac meant for Are You Still Down to be released. Now, as you may know, his estate released this album in 1997, but it was mostly composed of songs from 91, 92, 93, and 94. Tupac initially wrote this album in 1993 and 1994 and was composed of tracks from the Thug Life and Me Against the World album. But for whatever reason, he decided to split this album into 2 and spread out the tracks and also record new music for this album. So you have some songs from Thug Life and Me Against the World that were meant for Are You Still Down, and then you have various other tracks that were still unreleased, like Life's So Hard. Now, after Me Against the World was released, Tupac was in prison and his record label, Interscope Records, wanted to release another album. And this is where they decided that the next album is going to be called Are You Still Down, and this featured songs like Out on Bail, Thugs Get Lonely 2, My Block, America East Young, also known as Gotta Survive, High Till I Die, Hellraiser, and Hold On Be Strong, Only Fear Death, Do For Love. And most of these tracks didn't even make it onto the 97 album of Are You Still Down. Now, when his estate released the album, they said this was an album that Tupac oversaw. But that's a very big misconception, because what they did is they took the name, they took some of the tracks, and then they put on 91, 92 tracks, which were for Tupac Left Now and The Troublesome and Strictly For My Niggas album. So the 97 album would never have came out the way it was. Misconception number 2 is, I see on YouTube a lot of people say that Eminem and Tupac recorded together. Now this is a big misconception. They did not record any music together. They did not know each other. 50 Cent and Tupac did not record any music together. So mostly all the albums after the Machiavelli album were mostly composed of remixes. So what you hear on my YouTube is remixes. Now, some songs after his passing were original, but they enhanced it. But there's a lot of them, such as Still I Rise, where they, Outlaws have new verses. Or you can listen to Loyal to the Game, where Young Buck and Lloyd Banks, those are remixes. So what they did is they changed the beats around, they added new people on the track, and that's not the way Tupac recorded. A lot of his original versions are still unreleased to this day. Misconception number 3 is that on YouTube or various websites, it's talked about that Ice Cube and Tupac recorded more songs. Now the only known song that we know that he recorded together were The Last Words with Ice Cube, Ice-T, and Tupac for Strictly For My Niggas. Now, he has come out and said that there's no other music, but this has been a misconception for over 15 years that they recorded 4 or more tracks. Misconception number 4 is that the Machiavelli album was going to be a mixtape. Now, at one time, it was supposed to be a swap meet mixtape, but eventually it got changed into an album, and I believe this occurred while Tupac was alive because he recorded mainstream songs such as Toss It Up and To Live and Die in LA. Now the original version of Machiavelli features songs like Friends, Watch Your Mouth, When Thugs Cry, and Niggas Nature, but this eventually got changed around July of 96. So it was going to be a full-fledged album. Misconception number 5 is that the One Nation album was finished. Now, as you may know, there's around 15 tracks that you can find online of the One Nation sessions, and this includes songs like Basket Case that probably was already scrapped even before he finished that part of the album. But we do know that he was going to record more tracks with artists like Nas, Outkast, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Spice One, Cocaine, Mary J. Blige, and others that would have filled out the album, that would have gave it more of an East Coast feel. Now, the reason he didn't record with those artists is because I believe that he would have started back up on those tracks around October or November of '96, but he never got the chance because he started recording the One Nation album in June, then he went to the Machiavelli album, and he never got the chance to go back over and finish the other disc. Now, there's rumor there would have been an East Coast disc and a West Coast disc. Misconception number 7, I didn't want to get into the whole Tupac Alive theories at all, but misconception number 7 is that Suge Knight killed Tupac. Now, this is a big misconception because you could say that Suge Knight killed him because he wanted to release his music and get all the royalties for his music. But if you look at his death, Suge Knight lost more money, altogether, and Death Row lost more money altogether because Tupac was dead. He was not there to promote his new albums. They just lost Dr. Dre. Snoop Dogg was on his way out anyway, so Tupac would have been, the major cash cow to keep Death Row afloat. One of the reasons why I think that Suge Knight did not have him killed is because, again, he would have made more money if he was live promoting the label, doing tours, releasing his own albums. Now, he had copyright problems, his estate, Tupac estate, his mom came after him, so he eventually lost out anyway. Another reason why I think that he didn't have him killed is because he was in the driver's seat of the car. Now, if you're in the driver's seat and you have, you're 300 pounds, so he takes up a large portion of the car, and you have a guy that's 165 pounds, Tupac's body is not really going to block, from Suge getting shot. So when the bullets are just spraying in, Suge Knight is basically putting his life on the line if he planned this hit. And as you may know, he got grazed in the side of the head with a bullet. So if that was any inch closer or even a centimeter, he could probably die too. So if you're wanting to put a hit on somebody, why are you going to be right next to him and get shot as well, when you very well bullets just ricochet everywhere? Now, that's going to lead me to my final misconception, which is that Tupac was going to leave Death Row. Now, if you watch the All Eyes on Me movie, you'll know that's complete bullshit. Now, in the movie, it shows that he's talking about, leaving and making Euthanasia Records, which Euthanasia was not even going to be his record label. Machiavelli Records was going to be his record label, where he signs other artists and also releases albums. Now, the big misconception is that he was going to leave and he was going to make his own record label. But if you refer to various documents and various songs, you will know that Death Row Records and Machiavelli Records were one and the same, and would have been a sub-label like, Interscope, Aftermath, and G-Unit Records. Now, if you go online and go on Google, you can find Machiavelli, the 3-day theory track list, and this will show you all the credits of, it'll show you the original track list, it'll show you all the producer credits, and then it'll say Death Row Machiavelli Records. That right there shows one and the same. You can listen to the song Just Like Daddy, and in the intro, Tupac says Death Row Machiavelli Records. And you can also listen to the unreleased version of As the World Turns, and in the outro, Tupac says Death Row gave birth to a new seed, Machiavelli Records. And also, you can listen to the last 3 tracks that Tupac made while alive. That's Let's Get It On, All Out, and Hell for Hustler. And all 3 songs, he's giving a shout out to Death Row, saying the untouchable Death Row Records. Now, if he was leaving or he had beef or animosity, why would he be recording these tracks in July and September, putting Death Row all over the track? So it makes no sense whatsoever that he was going to leave. It was going to be a sub-label distributed under Death Row Records. Alright guys, that's it for vlog number 5. If you have any questions, drop it below. And like always, if you want me to do more vlogs like this, just let me know. If you want me to do part 2, just let me know. Peace out.